awaits a pivotal judgment in the RJ Kar horror case. Now, just days after a court convicted Sanjay Roy for the rape and murder of a 31-year-old doctor, the court is now all poised to announce his sentence in the case. In a dramatic turn of events, Sanjay Roy today continued to plead innocence in the court, claiming that he was the victim of a conspiracy. But the CBI has demanded nothing less than a capital punishment for the convict, highlighting the shocking nature of the crime. It is also worth noting that the charges against Sanjay Roy carry a minimum sentence of life imprisonment, with the maximum being the death penalty. Now, the case shocked the nation last August when a young trainee doctor was brutally raped and murdered on the premises of the Archika Medical College and Hospital. The crime ignited a nationwide outrage and massive protest by doctors demanding justice for Devi and also safer working environments for them. My colleague Shreya, who's been getting us all the details since morning, joins us right now. Shreya, you're right outside the court. I believe you were also earlier getting us the visuals of the courtroom. It was absolutely jam-packed. 2:45, we're being told, is the time when the judgment will be out.
Well, of course, 2:45 is the time, roughly 45 minutes from now. Remember when the quantum of the punishment will be declared. We're reporting live from Shalda Court. That is the room number 210, where the court proceeding is going on. Remember, given that the case is very sensitive, we see a huge police deployment over here. Not only that, remember, specific zones has been made for the media. Barricade has been put up, and also very strategically police van has been put right after the barricade so that nobody can penetrate into this zone. Remember, this connects the Shalda station. We are just few meters away from the Shalda railway station, and this is the very path which people takes to commute to the railway station. So given the fact that many commoners might try and breach into this space, because of that we see that there is a tight security. Now, as far as the court proceeding is concerned, we have seen that the CBI lawyer has clearly said that given the nature of the case, it is one of the rarest of the rare crime that has sent shockwaves across the nation. It is death penalty that they are looking forward to. Not only that, we also see the victim's lawyer has very clearly said that they're also looking for death penalty. Now, remember, today the court proceeding has begun sharply at 12:36, and the judge began the proceeding by giving a chance to Sanjay Roy to prove his stance. Now, Sanjay Roy repeats the exact same thing he has said on Saturday. He says that he is wearing a Rudraksh garland on his neck, and given the fact that he has committed the crime, that won't be intact. So Sanjay Roy, the man in question here, continues to claim innocence. But as far as the defense lawyer is concerned, remember, the defense lawyer has cited several previous cases from the Supreme Court and said that actually to give death penalty, evidences has to be brought to the table that death penalty is the only option. So we will have to see what happens when the court resumes at 2:45 sharply, 45 minutes from now. But we do see that there is a huge security that is present at the court premises, given that this is a very, very sensitive case. Remember, this is a female doctor we are talking about who was raped and murdered on duty. So, of course, a lot of pertinent questions were raised right after the crime was committed about the safety and security of women in duty. It has not only angered the medical fraternity, but also we saw the civil society hitting the street. There was a lot of anger that was there, but we will have to see whether or not it is a death penalty or or life imprisonment for Sanjay Roy. Because remember, what are the charges with which he is convicted? He is convicted with section 64, 66 and 103/1 of BNS. Now, this particular section 103/1 of BNS means lifetime imprisonment or a death penalty. So we will have to see what the judge has to say when the court resumes at 2:45 p.m. today.
Absolutely, Shreya. It's a big, big day today, and looking at the commotion around you, one does get a sense of how big it is, how pivotal this entire judgment is going to be. But also, at the same time, Shreya, this is a case that has absolutely shocked the entire nation. There was outrage. People were on the streets as well. And you're showing us all that arrangement, security arrangement that has been put in place as well. But also, let's talk about the family of the victim. It's a big day for everyone, but not as big as it is for them. How are they reacting? What's their reaction right now with such a big sentence about to come?
Well, as far as the victim's family is concerned, remember they have been saying since day one that this is clearly a case of gang rape. They are particularly convinced that Sanjay Roy is not the lone perpetrator in the case and there are many other people who are involved. So last day when we were speaking to the victim's family, right now they're inside the court, they have clearly said and communicated to us that they are partly happy if Sanjay Roy will be hanged, but at the same time they want the court and the CBI to find out who all are actually involved in the case, and they want all of them to be brought to the books. This is not only the version of the family but also the junior doctors. Remember, it was the junior doctors who followed it up with month-long protests. They have done cease work. They were at strike. There was a war of war that was going on between the junior doctor and the state government. So the junior doctor also has the same version. They say Sanjay Roy couldn't have committed the crime alone. Now, what are the specific points they are raising? They are saying that why will a civic volunteer, that is Sanjay Roy, enter into RG Medical College and Hospital in an intoxicated state and commit the crime? What could be the possible relationship between the civic volunteer and the victim that motivated the civic volunteer to commit the crime? So it is motive that they're questioning. What can be the possible motive? They also say that the rape was not actually committed at the seminar hall. The body was later found at the seminar hall. So who could have possibly helped Sanjay Roy to move the body there? But remember, the political war of war is also breaking out at this point in time, because it was first Kolkata police who has arrested Sanjay Roy. 24 hours within the crime has been committed, and after that the case was handed over to CBI. So as far as the TMC party, the ruling party in Bengal, is concerned, they are saying that it is Kolkata police who has done the job in one day, which took CBI 5 long months. And at the end, the CBI has submitted their final charge sheet, where they say that Sanjay Roy is the lone perpetrator. Remember, it is a very strong case that has been built by CBI against Sanjay Roy. All the forensic evidences, the DNA evidences point against Sanjay Roy. So Sanjay Roy will always have an option, if death penalty is given to him, to challenge this at the higher courts, at the High Court or the Supreme Court. But of course we see that it is a very, very strong case, and we will have to see what the judge has to say at 2:45 p.m. today.
Right, Shreya, you're talking about how the CBI has managed to build a very strong case here, multiple witnesses, there's a lot of evidence, including CCTV footage, but the accused, even today, the court continues to ask him to admit his mistake, but he continues to plead innocence.
Well, of course, it is really shocking that Sanjay Roy, the man in question here, somebody at whom the entire nation is looking at this point in time, is still claiming to be innocent. He's clearly saying that he is victim of a conspiracy. He has been framed. Previously also, he has said that even IPS officers are behind this conspiracy. Remember, before this is a 2-month-long trial that has been going on in the Shalda court. And we have seen that in previous occasions, Sanjay Roy, while leaving from this court premises, this is the main gate of the court, and this is the very premises which has been used today to bring in Sanjay Roy. Again, he'll be brought out using the same premises. So we have seen previously, while coming out using the same pavement, Sanjay Roy have shouted to the media saying that he is being framed and he is innocent and IPS officers are behind it. He has even in fact named the former Vineet Goel. So of course we see Sanjay Roy is still claiming to be innocent, and very interestingly, he brings in the excuse of his Rudraksh Mala, because remember today when the judgment started, when the court proceedings started, the judge clearly gave a chance to Sanjay Roy to put forward whatever he has to say, and around 12:36 the court proceeding has begun, and Sanjay Roy clearly says that I am not guilty, I have not committed the rape and murder, and he very dramatically says that I am wearing a Rudraksh garland, and in case I have committed the crime, in that case it won't be intact. So Sanjay Roy claims to be innocent, but as the court proceedings were going on, we were given to understand that later he became very, very calm. He's wearing a hoodie today and he was continuously staring at the judge. This is what we are being told from inside the courtroom. So it is really shocking that Sanjay Roy, not for a single time, not for once, has admitted that he has committed the crime. Rather, time and again, he is saying that he is innocent and he is being framed, and there are multiple people who are involved are trying to frame him. But remember, as far as the evidences are concerned, everything
All right,
points to...
Shreya, do stay on this story. We'll, of course, keep coming back to you. This is a big, big day today. And, of course, like we're getting our viewers all the latest, we had been getting all the details about what was happening in court number 210 about the hearing as well. The judge continued to ask Sanjay Roy to admit his mistake. He continues to plead innocent. And 2:45 is the time when the judge will pronounce the quantum of the sentence. We'll, of course, be getting all the live details on that. But viewers, let's now quickly shift our focus to some other big news that's coming in right now in connection to the Saif Ali Khan attack case. In fact, the actor will